What's up, motherfuckers? I am currently driving. I got a hell of a day ahead of me, and I've been driving for a couple hours now. I still got a little ways to go, but on the way, I usually don't get into this celebrity fucking gossip bullshit. But I am a pretty big Ryan Upchurch fan. I have been for a while now, and here lately on YouTube, I've seen a whole lot of the drama that's going on between him and that broad he was messing with, and it just so happened through autoplay on YouTube. I guess she released an hour-long video telling her side of the story, and at first I wasn't really paying attention, but a few minutes in, I started to listen to it and actually started to pay attention. And I had already watched his video on the whole subject, and I had also seen because I follow him on YouTube. When that whole phone call leak came out, he released it, so I really don't understand how that's a leak. But when that came out, I listened to that as well, and being a guy, I can understand. I knew in the very first video he released, talking about it, the whole, that Hell to the Note video, he was pretty heartbroken. He was pretty tore up about it. I don't know him personally. I've seen him in concert a few times, and I've been following him for a long time. I actually started watching his videos when he really wasn't even doing music. I guess he's always done music, but the first videos I remember of his were the really funny ass, pretty much anything going on at the time, political commentary stuff. That's what I watched before I ever got into his music. In fact, the first time I ever really listened to Rolling Stone was on Pandora one night, and when I remember seeing Upchurch, I was like, dude, is that the same guy that does those fucking really funny ass fucking video fucking vlogs? Anyway, I only made it through about probably 35 minutes of her video just now, and I had to stop listening because it was kind of pissing me off. Like, can't somebody that is close to her, like on her team, can anybody point out the fact that she's kind of made an idiot of herself throughout all this? The story she tells, and I try not to be biased when I look at any situation, but going into listening to that, the only thing I was really going off of from her side of the story was, if you listen in that video, the whole breakup phone call that was leaked, when he says, "You broke my fucking heart," or "You're breaking my fucking heart," somebody laughs in the background. Like, you can hear somebody fucking snickering, and it sounds like her. So I already kind of was like, man, I don't think she was really in it like he was. I think he really genuinely cared for this girl, and she was trying to further her career by getting with him. And the more and more I've learned, especially that whole video of her, I guess she was a lesbian. I didn't even know that. I was not a fan of her music. When they started dating and he started doing stuff with her, some of her videos would pop up, and I didn't listen to very many of them, because as soon as I started to, she sounds like somebody. If you were like, I don't know, if you go to a rap battle and just random people try to do their little freestyle thing, that's what she sounds like. She tries way too hard, and she's just not that good in my opinion. I'm always hesitant to insult. If Ryan was like a friend of mine or something, and he's definitely not. I've never met the guy. In fact, it's kind of some of the reactions that I have listened to about this whole thing from his fans. Some of y'all sound creepy as fuck, man. Like, you guys don't even know him. Like, I get it, standing up for him, and I'm doing this video now, because I feel for the guy. But God, I listened to one the other day where it was, if I was him, I would be creeped out listening to somebody. This one guy, talking like they're best friends, and I come to realize he doesn't even know him. He's just a fan of his music like me. Anyway, back on it. I don't really like to badmouth ex-girlfriends, because they always have a way of coming back together. And then when they get back together, you kind of feel like, well, shit, I talked all that shit, to try to make him feel better. And now I kind of look like an asshole. So try not to really get involved with shit like that. This is really no different. But listening to her story, it is so obvious that she made up the decision. She got with him for what it could do for her. She realized things got too deep. And then she made the decision that I got to end this. I don't know how, but I got to end this. And then on a spur of the moment, went with a story that is ridiculous. And now is, because it has blown up to what it is, she's like standing up on it, and it just looks fucking silly. It looks ridiculous. So usually with, you know, YouTube creators or, you know, rappers or music, any kind of musical artist, the shitty times tend to bring out some of the best music, and I have a good feeling it's going to be no different with this. So in the upcoming weeks, I have a good feeling that Ryan's going to release some pretty good music. It's kind of like, you know, when you listen to the song My Own Lane, he has a really good way of, you feel the betrayal he felt from that. When he does that verse about Luke Combs, like, you can really feel what he's going through. So I have a pretty good feeling this is going to be the same way. So in the end, I think it's going to help his career. Sadly, I know all about fucking broken hearts. Trust me. I mean, I'm fucking head over heels in love with a girl right now that situation is changing all the time. But I've been pursuing her for a while, and I know all about it. I had to. One of the hardest things I ever had to do was walk away. And I believe that you hear that, you know, pride is one of the worst things for a relationship, but in some cases, all you have left is your pride, and you need to hold on to it. So in the end, this is going to help him. It's going to make his career even better, and he's going to probably produce some awesome ass fucking music because of it. Her, on the other hand, I never thought she was good enough to be famous on her own anyway. Any celebrity she got from being with Upchurch is now gone. And that whole hour-long video, she made a fool of herself. And is it just me, or does this chick, she does not have a southern accent, but she tries really hard to have one? You know, like those people that think it's cool to be country, so they start talking like a hick. Is that not what she sounds like? I don't know. I think it's clear that she's lying. I think she's made a fool of herself. And I think that she's gone. I mean, she's done for. Like, there's not going to be... He's going to start headline shows. He's going to start tour again. He's going to be everything that he has ever set himself out to be. He will achieve it and more. While in a year or two, nobody will remember her name. So I guess that's my opinion on it. I just, like I said, I usually don't get into this celebrity gossip shit, but it's so prevalent on YouTube right now, and I got a lot of fucking driving to do today, so I thought, why not talk about it? So, I guess that's it. Peace.